And we're live. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hopefully, your streaming, your social media platforms are letting you know that we're live because we're a little bit earlier than usual. And we've just been saying that it's nice to come on in the morning time because we feel a little bit more fresh than we do it after 6. But yeah, well, I've only got water, unfortunately. Right, let's see if we've got some people coming. Oh, Francis is straight in. Bless you, Francis. Thank you very much for joining us. So what will happen, Juliet? So if anybody's new and you don't know who we are, our names are at the bottom of the screen, but my name's Fleur from Relax and Craft, and I've got the wonderful Juliet from Spoilt Rotten Beads, who's done the most amazing collaboration with Relax and Craft for this month of September in the subscription box. So I'll just give it a few minutes, just let everybody join in. But yeah, what's the weather like with you anyway, Julia? I didn't ask. Is it dreary or is it
wet and autumnal? But I kind of really like it because I just love that change of season, and it's kind of feeling where you want to light the fire and make apple crumble. So it's kind of properly turned to autumn now, which is lovely. I've got to go through my wardrobe and get rid of all my summer clothes and bring out the winter ones.
That's what I've just done, and I went to Marks and Spencer's, and they had the most beautiful like burgundy jacket. I was like, oh my god, that's going to go amazing with the earrings that we've made from this month as well. So I think you must have had a premonition about what was going to happen in for the fashion industry for the colours that you chose, because they're just perfect.
This season, isn't it? I think it's supposed to be really big this season. So I think they're calling it wine this season, but it's like everywhere, isn't it? So yeah,
it is. It's like everywhere you see, it's in homeware and everywhere, isn't it? But no, I think but like I say, the jewelry that we've made just goes perfectly with that. So we've got a few more ladies coming in. We've got Jane and Helen. Good morning, ladies. Hope you're all right and hope the weather's okay with you. I haven't checked actually. I pulled the blinds down because I've got a full glass front on my workshop, so I can see like the lovely countryside. But it means if anybody walks past, like the postman or something, it makes me jump. So I've had to pull all the blinds down so that I don't get disturbed or I don't say anything inappropriate on the live stream because someone's made me jump. So we've got Katie Parker in as well, our lovely Katie Parker. So Katie Parker, if you don't know who Katie Parker is, Juliet, she is another jewelry designer. She loves seed beads, and she's part of our ice social that we do, that we've just been talking about. And Katie is one of the inspiration designers for Relax and Craft as well. So Katie has loved this box, so no doubt she will be doing more different tutorials with it for her YouTube channel. So let's just crack straight on because we've only got an hour. So Juliet, can you just introduce yourself to everybody if they've never met you before?
Well, I'm Juliet, and I am the founder of Spoilt Rotten Beads, and we are a bead shop, and we have a big mail order warehouse, which you're in now, which is also kind of open to the public. So, you know, if you fancy a really good rummage through everything, then come and see us. And I started Spoilt Rotten Beads about 16, 17 years ago now, a long time ago.
Wow.
I started making jewelry as a hobby, and it grew and it grew and it grew, and here I am.
So it's to hide your habit of loving jewelry making, then, is it? It's a guide.
It's an addiction. It is an addiction.
And did you fall in love with seed beads and bead weaving and that straight away, or was there another style of jewelry making that you sort of like started with?
So I started just stringing, and I started with gemstones mostly, actually. And I really loved it. I kind of got hooked on I love that you can create something really quickly, actually, with wire and gemstones, and you know, you can do really complicated things too. But what I loved was, because at the time I was on maternity leave, and I just needed some kind of like creative inspiration just for myself, and I loved, you know, I could take sort of 30-40 minutes and make something that I really loved really quickly, and I didn't need an awful lot of skills to do it, and that kind of hooked me in. And then over time I got to the stage where I thought, I've learned as much as I want to learn, like on the basic stringing. I wanted to kind of use my brain and learn different techniques. And I think that's why I really got into the seed beading, because you can create such amazing kind of three-dimensional structures and such amazing pieces, and you can really follow patterns which kind of challenge you a little bit. And once you kind of understand how they work, it's just really exciting because there's so many possibilities. And that's what I really love about seed beading, because the possibilities are so endless. And I, even after sort of 18 years, I am continually learning all the time, and that is what I really love about it. You're just learning always. And the product is so beautiful as well. The seed beads are just, you know, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Stunning colours and things, such a variety.
And that's what I love. I mean, I love gemstones, but obviously you're limited to the colours that the gemstones come in. So if you love pinks, then you know you've got a small window of gemstones that you use. But with seed beads, then if I said to you, can you do a supermarket sweep and run around and get all the pinks, you would take hours, because there are loads of different, you should go through the whole colour pattern. It's, you know, and different hues and tones. And it just, you know, it is amazing, isn't it?
We've got over 1,200 colours just of Miyuki size 11 delicate beads. And that's just one shape of bead, over 1,200 colours. Wow. Behind me, we've got every shade. So you can paint with them. You can just do the most intricate shading and just really match your colours. And it's really exciting.
And they do come in there's lots of different makes, and there's lots of different cores and that kind of thing. It's like a whole new world, isn't it? It has its own sort of like vocabulary, a whole language to it.
It is. I would say there's a few kind of pointers that I would say are important to sort of think about when you're buying seed beads. And the first thing is that make sure you're buying Japanese or Czech seed beads. Don't buy anything else. It's just really just not worth it. It really isn't.
Yeah,
because
they can be very not very well made, can't they? Like if you get the Far East ones,
they can be like all wonky. So when you try and weave something sort of really pretty, like for instance this, instead of getting this lovely kind of effect, you'll get kind of something really wonky. And the other thing about the cheaper seed beads that mostly are from India or China is that the colors aren't true, and the colors rub off from them and things. Right. So stick to Miyuki, Toho and Preciosa, and those are the brands that we sell Spoilt Rotten, but stick to those and then you can't go wrong. Other things to think about is that there's this kind of numbering system with seed beads, which doesn't make sense.
I was going to ask about that.
And it's really simple.
I was going to ask that.
Yeah, it's really simple once you understand. So, for instance, an 11O seed bead, that means you need 11 seed beads to bead 1 inch of beadwork.
Right. Okay.
And
the higher the number, the smaller.
Yeah, the higher the number, the smaller the bead. So an 8O seed bead is bigger, and you need 8 seed beads for 1 inch. And once you kind of understand the way that works, you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's a little bit like aspect ratio with your chainmail, because chainmail is very similar to seed beads, as in it's very uniform. So, you know, I can make a piece, but then I can supersize it up and go to a different aspect ratio, still have the same look, a little bit like what I did with the demo piece. And so this is with the 11 O's that's in the box, and this is, and then these are 8 O's that I just had around, and it's exactly the same, and it holds the same form, but you can make it bigger or smaller. Is there patterns that work only for just like one size bead, or can you sort of like experiment a little bit, or is it quite, you have to stick to the pattern?
No, you can experiment. It's just, you can definitely experiment. I think that the only time that would be true is when you're fitting other beads into it. So if you are trying to use 2 different types of bead, or a shaped bead with a seed bead, it can be a little bit trickier to size up or down patterns, but you can do it definitely, and you can be doing it. So for instance, the flat spiral that we made for in the lovely box, we do something which I'm just going to grab it, actually called a petite version of it. Hang on a sec. Where instead of using the size 11 seed beads that are in the box, this one uses a size 15 seed bead. So it makes a petite flat spiral. So it's just a little bit thinner, a little bit more dainty. So you can absolutely do that for sure. Yeah.
And with doing things like that, do you have to, is it just the size of the seed bead that you're changing, or do you have to like you said about the Preciosa and the Miyuki, are they exactly the same? So is each different brand the same size?
They're very similar, but they're not the same. So a Toho seed bead, which is one of the Japanese brands, they tend to have a larger hole and be ever so slightly larger than a Miyuki. Miyuki is one of the most popular brands, and the Czech brand Preciosa, I'm finding that they're very very similar to a Miyuki, very similar to a Miyuki, but maybe it's slightly rounder, but it's really not much in it.
So the Preciosa are the ones that we've got in the box, and that, like we were just discussing before, they have a real tactile feel to the ones that you've chosen. And like you say, how many thousands of CBs you have, and I think that you chose the beads that really just like resonate with gemstones as well, like we were saying before you came on, because they have that feel to them, that texture to them. They just like natural stone beads.
This particular colour range that I chose for the box is made by Preciosa, and they're called Permalux, and they're made with ecological dyes. And because of that, and they've got this kind of lovely soft organic feel to them, which I felt really works really beautifully with the gemstones. So they're ecological as well, which is always lovely. They've got that lovely soft, earthy, tactile feel to them as well.
With the seed beads, when we think about the stringy material, the threading material that we use, I've had a couple of questions like, can I use this, and can I use a certain brand or this brand, or can I just use sewing cotton? So when we talk about seed beads, obviously they are man-made, and these are beautifully finished, but like you were saying before about the ones from China and India, sometimes they can have really sharp edges on them, can't they? And it can sort of like not be conducive to a good piece. If you've spent hours weaving something or making something, and then the string snaps, or the thread snaps.
I would never ever use cotton, because the thing with cotton is it stretches and it rots. So as you wear your piece, your natural sweat and your oils in your body will eventually, over time, and actually not that much time, especially if you wear pieces in the shower and things, which you probably shouldn't be doing, but anyway, people do.
Sometimes we do, don't we?
Then they'll break, and you'll be like, I spent hours making that and it's broken. So just stay well away from cotton. But so the cords to use, the threads are synthetic, and they have no stretch to them, and they are really abrasion resistant. So you are working with glass beads, and even the Miyukis and things have got some sharp edges sometimes. So like you've got look at this little spider here. It's got bugle beads in it, which are like a little tube, and they've got sharp edges. So stay away from cotton, and work with Fireline or Eslon Fire. Or Miyuki beading thread, KO beading thread. They're all threads that we sell here at Spoilt Rotten. The one that sort of most people use is Eslon Fire or Fireline, and they are really popular. And I love them because they don't tangle. They hold their knots. So when you tie a knot in them, they're really strong and they keep that knot tight. So definitely,
that's what I was very nervous, because I'm not a seed beader. I did 2 projects for a company that I used to work for years ago, and it was like I couldn't get the hang of it. And then when I saw the thread that was in the box, I knew that thread straight away, because I've used it a little bit with when I've done like shibori pieces and things like that before. With, if that's all I've had, I've just like to tack everything down, and I knew that it was that really, it's almost got like a structure to it, but it's fluid at the same time, so it doesn't make everything like too floppy, does it? It holds its structure.
Yeah, it does. It does. It holds its structure. It's fused together so that it holds that structure, definitely. And it makes it easier to thread. And also, you can't split it. So you're using a needle and you're going backwards and forwards through your beads. It's really annoying if you end up splitting your thread, sort of going back through the thread, because then you can't undo your work if you make a mistake. Whereas the thread that we've included, you know, you very much, you can pull it all apart and do it again. And
and it comes in a couple of different colors as well, isn't it? So if you have lighter seed beads with like the silver core or a transparent core, then you don't have to sort of like think about the colors going to come through from the cord. You can use a different color as well.
Yeah, that's right.
And you don't use as much as I thought that you'd use as well. I thought I was, because like I say, a complete newbie with seed beads. I was like, how much this? And I was like, first of all, I was taking like meters worth. I was knitting with it, and it's really surprising at how little that you use to create such a big piece, if that makes sense. I was quite surprised, because I just thought it was going to be very like
more than others. It depends on the design. Some spirals, like this spiral here, this is called a Cellini spiral here, and this is a thread eater. It uses a lot of thread. It's a very
but can you add into those?
Sorry?
Can you add in thread when you're...
Yeah, definitely. You add in those, so you don't start off with meters and meters. You start off with about a meter and a half, something that's really easy to work with, and then you just add in, and you just knot your thread, your new thread, around the old thread in the work, and pull those knots through a few beads to add to it.
So the projects that we did in the box, we've done 2 different weaves, and then we did the beautiful flower bracelet. So we did a flat spiral and a brick stitch, didn't we? And they're just this is going to be my go-to. So I go to Paris in a couple of months' time. This is part of my outfit. I've actually made an outfit around this, and I'm going to make a necklace as well, because I just
when you start doing that.
Exactly. And the earrings as well. The earrings are they're just beautiful. I've always wanted to make these earrings, but I've never known how to. And you know what? That's the one thing that's quite it's on repeat on the group. Is like, I've always seen these earrings and I never known how to make them. When I was in Greece, I was in Athens, and there was a lady selling earrings, and there were some like really long ones, but they were this design. I was like, oh wow, but I want to pick my colors. And now my order has just arrived. So I've got burgundies and golds that have just arrived. So I'm going to be making my own different colorways with this design. Yes, and I can make them really long. What would be a really good kit that you've got, or tutorial that you've got on your website? Because I know you've got a huge learning library of tutorials as well. What would be a really good one for somebody who, like me, has never done seed beading before, done these 3 projects? What would be a really nice one that wouldn't overface me? Because obviously we all know that there's like weaves like in chainmail that are a lot more involved, or a lot more in depth, which are still very, very achievable, but maybe an interim step would be a certain weave.
I mean, I would say if you have made your flat spiral and you've made your fringe earrings, you know, I would say really you could actually do pretty much everything that's on our library, because it's all about following a pattern and having thread tension, and if you've done those 2, you've got that. You know how to follow a pattern, and you've got your thread tension. You've worked that out, because that's like kind of like a little bit like knitting. And once you've got that, really, it's up to you. And so I always say to people who ask me this, choose something that speaks to you, that you really love. I mean, we've got about 300 different free downloadable patterns over on the website. Wow. So there's so much to choose from. They're all free. And with loads and loads of video tutorials for most of those as well on our YouTube channel too. So choose one that speaks to you, and if you like it, you will be fine. If you've done these 2 projects, honestly, you'll be fine. But you know, a few kind of ideas that I've got here is this is like a little helix spiral, which is really easy but just so pretty, and it uses size 15 seed beads and bugle beads, and it's just kind of, it's so elegant, and it lends itself well to a necklace as well. This is a Russian spiral, which is kind of in some colors there, but you can do it in so many colors. Those are all Russian spirals, and they're using size 11 seed beads and 4mm glass pearls. Again, if you had 4mm gemstones, you could do that with this. You could make a Russian spiral with 4mm round gemstones and size 11 seed beads. So, you know, you'll see anything where you can see a round pearl, or you can substitute it for a gemstone if you want to. So I would say the spirals are always lovely places to start. But then if you like the brick stitch part of the beginning of the earring, this is really cute. This is a little mermaid.
Oh, look at her!
She's so sweet. That's brick stitch. A brick stitch is really fun, and of course the top of the earrings is brick stitch, so you know you've got that down, then that's fine. This is fun. Let me show you these. This is even more earrings here. Look at these. See the champagne flutes done in brick stitch, and this is a parrot done in brick stitch but with a little tassel.
That is just gorgeous. So could you, if you were very in the mood to design something yourself, could you get something like a graph paper and sketch it out, and then just, is that how you, that's how I would do a chainmail inlay, say? I would literally just sketch it out in the colours and then just follow it like a cross stitch, really, that kind of.
Completely, definitely for brick stitch, you know, and peyote stitch. So this, and this one here, I love this. This is a really good place to start as well. Talking of places to start, this is 2-drop peyote. It's so easy, it builds so quick. I mean, something like this makes up really fast. And if you're new to bead weaving, then this is a really lovely place to start. And it's just a beautiful kind of tactile feel to it. Wow,
that's what I like about it, because it's got a real wow factor, but it's not really heavy. So if I was to make something that thick in chainmail, it would have quite an inherent weight to it. So some people wouldn't like that, but with seed beads, but you could use seed beads and chainmail together. Oh, lovely, Isabel. We do love Isabel. So Isabel saying that you agree with Juliet, and if you find something you like, and check out the SB. Oh, brilliant. What's Marge saying? So Marge saying I was checking out. She's like, I want so many of them. There you go. It is, but I just think it's a really nice, I mean, if you are into wire work, or you're into chainmail, or you're into any kind of jewelry making medium, because this links in, you can sew it into it. It works with every medium going. It's like chainmail, you know, you've got linkage points. You could chainmail and seed bead something. You could go around cabochons. There's so much you can make.
Something that I've got going around cabochons here.
Got a lovely Rachel saying that I've lived in so many of the SRB patterns. Oh, look.
So that's absolutely bit of bead embroidery, but that's got a cabochon on semi-precious stone. So you know, you can look at this one. This is so much fun. This elephant. He's got a rose quartz cabochon.
Gorgeous. Oh, how lovely. And I'm addicted at the minute to making, I make leather journal covers, so I'm addicted to making these. But you could make yourself something for the side of your leather journal as well. And then have that whole, I mean, with Christmas coming up as well, I love the idea of sort of like making things for people and making things a little bit more personal as well. So you could say take any of those designs and personalize it to the colors that those people like, or the gemstone cabochon that they like, or you could even make like little Christmas decorations and put them on a card. And it's you know, perfect way of sending something Oh, that is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
So this uses a
It
check
does-
glass shape bead, which is called a
Yeah.
gem duo, and then the seed beads around it and crystals, and then a
Uh-huh.
little mini dangle at the bottom there. So you can make lovely Christmas decorations for sure.
There is so many different shapes. My lovely friend Patty McCourt, she has designed quite a few different bead shapes as well for certain companies as well, and she's always saying, oh, this one's got 2 drill holes, or this one's got 3, and I'm like, wow, it's just it's like I say, it's like a whole new language to jewelry making. It really is amazing. Isabel's saying she started her jewelry making journey with Spoilt Rotten Beads, and I can't say enough good thing about the whole team. Oh, bless you, Isabel. And that's really lovely to say. And it's so encouraging as well, because obviously, I mean, my subscription boxes are very gemstone heavy. And there's always like worry when you sort of like go off piste a little bit and say, okay, let's try and encourage somebody to do it, because everybody says as soon as you mention the word seed beads, if they're not a seed beader, they go, oh no, they're too small, it's too fiddly, I can't do it. And it can't be further from the truth. It really is very, very easy once you get in the swing of it. I mean, there may be a few. I mean, when I was starting the brick stitch, I had to have a couple of goes of starting it, but once I'd started it, it was then, oh yeah, I understand, I can see the pattern. Exactly like, you know, like going back to chainmail, because that's my sort of like preferred medium. You see the pattern and you're like, yeah, I can see where I'm going now, and I can see where I'm, you know, what the next step is. But don't worry about the size of the seed beads. They magically go onto your needle. It's like your Harry Potter. It really is.
It's true, actually. The thing, I think a tip for that though is that some people think they'll try and pick the seed bead up and then thread it. Leave the seed beads on your mat and just use your needle to pick them up from your mat. That makes it so much quicker and easier. Everybody
got a mat within their box as well, because although you provided the most stunning things, I was like, I need to put a mat in there, because if someone hasn't got a mat, and I tried to do it with a tea towel, like I say, a couple of years ago, and it doesn't work because the needle kept getting stuck on the tea towel. I was like, no, let's go and get some mats and we'll put a mat in there as well. So you have everything. So the one thing I would say is these pieces don't make themselves. You have to get them out of the box and you have to give it a go. And it's like I always say to my children, how did you not know that you didn't like chocolate ice cream without trying it? So don't dismiss it without trying it. Juliet, could we have a little look at some of the products that you've got in your amazing shop and warehouse?
Of the warehouse.
Yes, please. I think everybody would. and while Isabel's just taking her, Juliet's just taking her camera off of this tripod, can you just give this little live a thumbs up and maybe a comment, share it out. Let's see if we can get more people into our little jewelry making world.
Okay,
there we go.
Try and work out how to flip my camera around. Not sure I know how to do that. Fleur might know how to do that, but maybe not.
There should be, if you go to settings, if you go to the camera, there's a little camera icon. If you click on that, it'll say back camera.
Okay.
So you should have a microphone and camera.
Is here we go. Settings, camera,
back camera. And then back camera.
Right, there we go. Right. So,
perfect.
So first of all, these are our Delica beads. So as I said, we've got all 1,200 colours of Miyuki Delicas here. Then we have got Tyler beads down here. I absolutely love Tyler beads. If you don't know Tyler beads, they are quite fashionable at the moment in a lot of jewellery. You've got the,
they are.
Yeah, you've got more seed beads here. So these are your size 15. So these are the teeny tinies of the seed bead world. And then you've got your size 11 seed beads. And we've got over about 350 odd colours of size 11 seed beads. And this is the size that's included in the boxes. You see there's lots of inspiration on the table here. These are all size 8 seed beads. So this is the size up from the size 11 that was in the box. So they're a little bit bigger. these are all check over here, check glass pearls. So the pearls that we sell, the glass pearls that we sell at Spoilt Rotten Beads are checked glass. So they are really beautifully made, and they don't chip or flake, and they've got a lovely kind of coolness to the touch, which is fantastic. So, but I'm going to go upstairs now. So we're going to head up the stairs here at Spoilt Rotten.
It's a real, oh, look at the stairs. Oh, I love it.
So we're going upstairs, and we're in the main body of the warehouse now, and this is where we pack all of your orders, and you can just see row upon row. This is why we've got about 8,000 products, as they say. So you've got all your beautiful fire polish beads here, 3 mils, 4 mils, all the different check shaped glass beads, toho beads here. These are also Preciosa seed beads here. These are the Terra Intensive range of colours, and they are just stunning.
Look at those. Oh. You can eat them, don't eat them, but they're just gorgeous. Oh, now I saw on your social media a bead mix, and that looked really interesting. So if you're a little bit scared of colours and you're like, I don't know what colours go together, the bead mixes looked amazing because it's done for you.
Yes, these are Preciosa seed bead mixes. This is my current colour crush. It's called Thunder at Sunset, and I just love it.
Wow.
Really, really pretty. Oh, there we go. There we go. Back on the camera. So many lovely colours of mixes. So if you don't want to kind of invest in lots of packs, then that's a really great way to sort of have a nice little variety to choose from. Then we've got, like, around here, we've got all the Miyuki little cube shaped beads, and the lovely bugle beads, which are the ones that are shaped like a tube. We've got finding, this is all the findings that we have here. So you've got all of your sorry,
there's certain findings as well, isn't it, that lend themselves to seed bean that have been, are they symbol findings? Are they for
the symbol findings,
certain designs?
Go back to my front camera. Here we go. There we are, back in the room. The symbol findings are, let me find some of them. They are really pretty, actually, because they're designed to work with the seed beads and create kind of really neat ways to end things. So I can't think if you can see in that packet there.
Yeah, we can see them. Yeah.
So welcome to Spoilt Rotten
Beads. That's amazing.
So pack away.
Oh, look, hello, lady. You're famous
now. Don't want to disturb them.
No. So everybody that got a box, and all the digital subscribers as well, you had a wonderful little secret discount code in there, which Juliet is very, very kindly given to you. So why not take advantage of that? And just what I would say is, would you say to stick to if people have made the fringe earrings, stick to the Preciosa section of the website to start with, or go for just
Preciosa or Miyuki? Any of the size 11 seed beads will work beautifully with that design. So just go with the colours that you like. Miyuki, Preciosa, or the Toho, or mix together. You'll be fine on that. So just go for it. Enjoy the colorways. A bit of seed bead trivia that you might not know about is you'll often find, you'll see when you look at the seed beads, all of the prices for all of the colors are all different. And that's because it costs different amounts to make different colors. But red and pink seed beads are generally more expensive than other colorways, and that's because in order to make proper red glass that's got a beautiful proper red luster to it, you actually need a derivative of gold, of real gold, to make the red color in the glass. So that's why you'll find that red is more expensive than other colors.
Wow, I never knew that.
It's also why red cars are more expensive because because cars are painted with glass. You need that gold to make that color. So it's a very, very slight derivative of gold. That's why it's more expensive.
Wow, that's amazing. That is absolutely brilliant. do you, so on your website as well, you actually do kits, don't you? So you do, if somebody's a little bit nervous of just going to buy like a whole array of seed beads and not know how to use it, you do have kits as well, don't you, that have all the ingredients and then things that you need as well, so they're all specially designed for that media, for that project.
That's right. So we've got loads and loads of kits, and they've got full instructions in them, and they often come with a video tutorial that's free to watch on our YouTube as well. So again, that's a really nice place to start too. And the thing is as well, everyone who works at Spoilt Rotten Beads, we're all beaders, and we're all really happy to help you get started. So if you buy something or download a pattern, or you get stuck, just ping us a message or give us a call. We're really, really happy to help. So get stuck, don't worry. We're there for you.
And literally, if you watch any of Juliet's or Spoilt Rotten Beads social media, you'll literally go, I need that now. I need that now. So those bead mixes, I put my order in and I was like, I need those bead mixes now. So that's the next. So I need the, what is it, Thunder at Sunset? I definitely need that one. Nobody, don't you dare sell it out before I get to it.
They do sell out, and when they're gone, because the way that they're made is from when they do the runs of the colorways at the factories in the Czech Republic, they have overs and leftovers from them, and they use those to make these really gorgeous mixes, and which makes them really good value and absolutely beautiful. But it does mean that when they're gone, because that colorways will never be sort of back all in the same place at the same time. So if you see something you like that, you do have to buy it while it's there.
Grab it. And with the colors, if you fall in love with a certain color and you want to repeat buy it, or you've got a project, are the colors true, or is it like the dyeing process can be slightly different for like a royal blue?
No, they're true. If you're buying a Miyuki, a Toho, or a Preciosa seed bead, the colours will be pretty much true between batches. Very, very, very occasionally I've found differences, but it's like very rare. So the only thing I would say is, if you like a colour and you want more of it, buy it while it's in stock, because the way that the factories work is they'll often do big color runs, and they'll do a big run of one particular color, and then they may not produce that color again for 3 or 4 months. So sometimes a designer will have like whipped it all away, and you just got to wait for them to make it again, and it might be 3 or 4 before they do. So so if you're in the middle of a project, try and stock up, I would say.
So overthink what you want. And I noticed that seed beads tend to be sold in grams rather than tens, which would be absolutely crazy. Is there sort of like a generic sort of like 3 grams is X amount of beads, and then your pattern needs X amount of beads, or is there not a...
I mean, a lot of patterns will tell you how many grams you need of a seed bead. And when you go to our website, if you click on a product, and underneath the product there's a little description, it tells you approximately how many beads you'll get in your packet of 5 grams or 25 grams or whatever. Obviously that depends on the size, but absolutely.
And you're on your brand new sparkly website, which is amazing.
No, we're loving it. It's so swift, it's brilliant.
I mean, websites are a little bit like what I used to be like with seed beads, going, oh no, I can't do it, and then all of a sudden I go, oh, actually I think I might be able to do this. Because when you're a business owner, you have to have lots of different caps, don't you, that you put on. So you're social media manager, you're web designer, you're web developer, you're designer of jewelry as well. So Liz has said that she's already have an order arriving tomorrow. She can't wait. And that's what I am so amazed at, how quick you turn these orders around. You're unreal. You must be working through the night sometimes.
We've got a great team of 3 ladies who pack all the orders here, and they work really, really hard, and we know that when you order something, you want to get it now, you want to get it quick as possible. So absolutely. We do
Well,
try.
sometimes as well, the design's gone out of your head, hasn't it? Or you're like, oh, why did I order those?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So Rachel's in the process of sorting out her next order, loving the new bead on it board I bought from there. Oh, right. What's the bead on it board?
Oh, they're
Are they the ones with the edging?
Yes, yes. So they're really they're kind of a real luxury item. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're these beautiful bead boards which have got which are handmade in America actually, and we're the only stockist in the UK of them. And they allow you to you can transport your beadwork around the house if you want to, and sit and bead on the sofa on your lap, and pop your beadwork down to one side and come back to it, because they're a nice solid base with a built-in beading mat, and then a bumper all the way around the outside that you can use to tuck your needles into. And they come in lots of beautiful colors, and also lots of different shapes and sizes as well. So they're really lovely, a lovely gift or a lovely treat for yourself.
I know you said that that's a luxury item, but what is quite amazing with seed beads is that you can get, it doesn't cost a lot to sort of like get a little stash together, does it? You know, it's not, you know, you can buy, you can sort of like buy 3 different blues and sort of like merge them together, whereas if you were going to buy 3 different gemstones in blues, they could range from like £30 a strand, and you need 2 strands to make that piece, that kind of thing. So that's what's so amazing about this. It's quite a lovely hobby that's not going to cost thousands of pounds, you know, to create, unless you get really addicted.
And then you end up
so good morning from Texas. This is my first live. How do I get the website, and is it possible to order to the USA?
Yes. So spoiltrottenbeads.co.uk or .com, and we do ship to the USA. And the great thing is actually we'll ship to you, and even with the tariffs, you'll have nothing to pay when the order arrives to you, because we ship through a system which is delivered duty paid. So when you order from us, we'll sort out all the duties and things, paying them in advance, so that you can just receive your package in America, easy peasy, with no
Relax and Craft's the same. It was a little bit touch and go to start with, wondering whether we would be able to do it, but we do the same, duty paid for all orders. So let's with a few more questions. If you've got any questions while we've got Juliet, please ask away. I've only had a go at flower braces so far. I had a couple of gaps. Is it just a matter of practicing to get the tension correct? I'm going to leave it and try the tasselinas next.
Yes, so the tension is what you need to do to pull it really tight. But the other thing you can do is, with that particular design, is if you can go back through your work one more time once you've finished, and pull it all tight with another length of thread, and you can just like really sort of tighten it up that way. So that would be a way around that.
I used my knotting tweezers, so I had one that was slightly gapped, and I just sort of like teased it through, and I just put my this in the middle of my flower, and then pulled it a little bit tight to create a tension, and it just took that slack up, and it sort of like done. But like you say, you can go back through and pull it all back tight. What's Katie's saying that I'm making some earrings at the moment from this month's box while I'm watching you guys. Oh, amazing. Oh, fantastic.
Show us a picture. Go on to social media and tag us. You want to see.
Please tag both Relax and Craft and Spoilt Rotten Beads in your pieces, because we just look, that's what makes our job as designers and sort of like small business owners. It really makes you have that little like skip in your step, and it also helps to show other people that it is an achievable thing. It's not, like we were saying before, it's not Harry Potter style magic. It is very achievable for you to do this, and it just helps spread the word about our wonderful businesses to other people that maybe haven't even had a go at jewelry making yet. So Aurora says, it's been a while since I caught one of your live shows. Nice to see you again, Juliet. Oh, how lovely. So Heather is saying, Juliet, will you make the pumpkin spice earrings as patterns as the kit is sold out?
pumpkin spice. Which one is that one?
Oh, I think, are they I did have a look at those. Are they the little pumpkins?
Oh, yeah, they're like a little round pumpkin with the
I think so,
yeah. I know.
Yeah.
When I'm off this live, I will go through the warehouse and have a little look and see if we can get that back in stock again. If we can't, I'll just pop it on as a downloadable pattern, so people can enjoy it.
Oh, that's really kind of you. Has anybody else got any questions before we let Juliet go and look through the website, look through the warehouse to go and get some more pumpkin spice earrings? Bless you, Helen. Thank you very much. I had the same thank you. That's really kind. Thank you. So yeah, if you've got any questions at all for the next couple of minutes, then please just pop them through. If you're watching this on replay, if you just hashtag replay and then your question, I tend to go through and just look, see if there's any new questions. And then if it's something that Juliet needs to answer, I can just tag Juliet into it as well. If you are new to Relax and Craft and you're watching via Spoilt Rotten Beads or vice versa, please can you like both of our channels? That would be really, really grateful if you could. And like I say, don't forget to give it a like and give it a little comment if you can. Can we use the voucher if we are already a customer?
Yeah, you can. Well, absolutely. You can.
There you go. Perfect. Amazing. Which is something that a lot of people will do it as a new customer, but that's really kind of you. Thank you very much. So yes, Marjorie, go and fill your boots on the website.
Yeah, definitely. I think
what are you buying?
It will work until the end of October.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so the end of October is when that voucher will. But while you're in the swing of it now, and you know. And the weather's horrible outside. Nobody's going out gardening or anything like that. Just get yourself a nice light so that you can see what you're doing. Get a nice, what are the bead mats called again, Juliet? The nice...
Just a bead mat. They're called a bead mat.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
the ones that the nice...
On it boards, yeah.
Treat yourself. Yes, the bead on it board. Yeah. Grab yourselves one of those as well, and then just go and have fun and have a think. Maybe if you're very nervous of colour, what I always suggest to people is go to your wardrobe and find your favourite dress or your favourite top or your favourite outfit, and then just write down the colours that are in that, and then make your first piece with those colours, because that way then it's something that you'll wear. So I always say that.
I'd say is if you're starting out and oh, are you still there, or have I lost you?
Yeah. No, I'm still here.
If you're starting out and you're thinking about getting the right kit together and also worried about colours, if you go onto the Spoilt Rotten Beads website and search for Totally Spoilt, we've got a club that you can join. And when you join the club, you get for free this lovely bead board, which you can use to bead directly onto. You also get a packet. Well, sorry, I just dropped them on the floor. Here we go. You get 2 packets of beads. You get this gorgeous colorway, which is called Future Dusk, size 11 seed beads, which is the ones that I used to make that lovely cuff.
Right.
And you get the pattern for this too. So you get all of the patterns on the website for free. So you get the beads to make this, and you get your bead board, and then you get free postage when you spend £20, and that lasts a whole year. And you get 5% off everything all of the time as well, even off other codes. So if you've got that other discount code that we've given you with your Relax and Craft box, you get an extra 5% on top of that if you're a club member. So go to
the website, and what was it again, Juliet? What we're searching for?
Totally Spoilt. Totally Spoilt. So it's our loyalty club. You join it. You pay once for the year, and the cost is £30. That gives you all your free gifts. It gives you your 5% off. It gives you your free postage when you spend £20. At the end of the year, it just expires. It doesn't auto-renew or anything like that. So it's a great way to save money, but also to get a load of lovely kind of bits to start off with too at the same time.
So the other, just really quickly, if somebody's new and they want to get a little bit more into this, needles are something you need quickly just what size needle, because I know there's different kinds. We had the large eye the big eye needles, but what kind of needles would be good for seed beading? A generic one.
Size 10 or size 12 beading needle is perfect. So they will work very well with your size 11 seed beads and your size 8 seed beads. If you're going to go down to the very teeny tinies, you might want a smaller needle, but to begin with, a size 10 or size 12 beading needle is absolutely perfect. And
then some fire line with a lovely fire. Is it the £4 fire line, isn't it? Is it £4?
£6. That's the most popular. That's the most popular fire line. It's got a breaking strain of 8 kilos, so it's really nice and strong, won't let you down. Yeah, sorry, not 8 kilos, £6. It's got a breaking strain of £6.
Okay. So maybe I think the code is the end of October, not November. I'll put a little post about that as well on the thing. So yeah, no, it should be the end of October. But I'm sure you'll want to use it before that anyway. So thank you ever so much, Juliet. Thank you so much for showing us around and for collaborating with Relax and Craft on this wonderful box, because it really has blown me away, and it's really opened my eyes up to the possibilities of how and of more sort of like projects that I want to do with seed beads. Hence why my postman's just brought me a lovely parcel full of seed beads.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
No, and we'd love to have you back. We'd love to have you on another box. So yeah, so maybe next year we could have another Spoilt Beads collaboration as well. That'd be amazing.
For sure.
Oh, brilliant. Right, so thank you ever so much, everybody. And like I say, if anybody's got any questions and you're watching on replay, then if you hashtag replay, and then I'll be able to see the questions, and then if I need to ask Juliet, then I can do so. But thank you ever so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Juliet, I'll end the live, and then we'll still be like off live, but still be able to see each other, so I'll have a quick chat with you afterwards. But yeah, thank you ever so much, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and I will see you all on the next Relax and Craft. Thank you.